Hi, I'm Jeff Swartz, physical therapist, Mercy Health Run Clinic. The initial contact point is extremely important, and we're only going to see that when we're looking at you with 100 frames a second, not with, if we're just the human eye can only reliably process 15 frames a second.
Right.
We need a minimum 100 frames a second. We're looking at you at 240 frames a second, so we're going to get a very clear picture. So the one thing that we're going to look through here is, again, you're running a 10-minute mile.
Mm-hmm.
So
if I was going faster, it'd be different.
But we're coming into line. Like we're not crossing over, but you're running on a tightrope.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you are a heel striker, but what we want is that lower leg to be perpendicular to the ground.
Okay.
So we're only off by about 8 degrees. Again, from there down to parallel with the ground, we want that angle to be 5 to 10 degrees. We don't want you to land with the foot pointed way up in the air, so we'd like to see that angle a little bit lower. So your running cadence right now is 160 steps per minute.
Okay.
Now there's articles out there that talk about 180 steps a minute being the ideal. If we take someone who's at 160 steps a minute and we try to make them automatically 180, you're not going to be able to run at that cadence for more than just a couple minutes. So typically what we're going to do is we're going to start with 160 and we're going to add 5%. So we're going to take you to 168.
Okay.
The research right now shows that we want your running cadence to be somewhere between 170 and 190. It doesn't have to be 190, it doesn't have to be 180, but we do want it within that range.
Okay.
But if we have someone, and we've had these people in the clinic where their cadence is 148, 152, like for them to jump to 180 is not physically possible. It's too big of a change.
Okay.
The one thing that I think we need to look at, especially with our younger population, is this curve. Okay, so if we trace your spine, okay, so what happens is this upper back posture that the yellow line kind of represents, like we would posture. So if we're a student, let's say we're a professional, we're working at a desk where our posture is always down here, well, that's how we're going to run. So the first thing that we would want to do is, again, just kind of bring you up nice and tall. Dana did a great job of talking about posture. Keep putting one hand on your chest, one hand on your stomach last time, and just kind of slightly leaning forward, and that's what you're looking for. So we'd like to work on the head posture, and then we could work on the back posture as well, just to bring that up.
Okay.
And then also, again, if I gave you 2 takeaways for today, it would be posture and then also increasing cadence.
Right.
I think a lot of times the people think about, I have to land on my midfoot, or I have to land on my forefoot, or I have to have 180 strides per minute.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily true. Again, even if you had 180 strides a minute, but this is what our posture of our upper back looked like, we're still missing a big picture.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions, come visit us down at the BGSU indoor track for the Dave's MIT track night. See you at the finish line.